June 30th, the final day of June. We are at program number 103 of our COVID-19 Task Force Daily Updates. I am Joe Delaronde. On the program today, we're going to be talking to Lisa Tuax. She is the KSCS team leader in prevention. And, you know, every year KSCS has a huge plan that they lay out to keep everyone occupied and doing things that are healthy. And this year, of course, things went a little off the tracks with COVID-19. Lisa, first of all, good to see you. Welcome to the program. Let's talk about what happened this year. All of the plans went down the drain. You had to start from scratch, basically. What did you guys come up with?
Kahnawake, yeah, back in May or even before that, we already were starting our plans for our summer programming. With the COVID that has happened, we decided back in May, along with other organizations that run summer camp, had a meeting, and we didn't know what the situation was going to look like for the summer, and we couldn't hold groups. So we canceled our summer camps for prevention services, along with any one-to-one programming activities. And what we did was we met with the other prevention team of the Family Wellness Center, along with the team here at the White House, who do programs that offer for children. And we came up with a bunch of activities for the summer. And this is gonna be all new to us. It's a work in progress. We are going to be offering activities through a virtual Zoom, pre-recorded activities, any way that we can try and reach the community. So our target age is from 6 to 17-year-olds, alongside, including families as well, for the community of Kahnawake. And we have activities that starting from July 6th, and it runs for the whole month of July, all the way up until August 14th. We're ending it with a glamping weekend. So that one's gonna be something new. And anyway, we'll get into more of the activities, but that was one of the things. It was challenging. We have an amazing team that came up with some creative activities. We've also explored utilizing other resources within the community to join us with their expertise. So that's what we have right now. We have a bunch of arts and crafts, painting, tie-dye, beadwork, cooking videos, strawberry jam making. There will be some yoga for teens, traditional storytelling, a lot of life skill activities that think that they're life skill, but as you do them, you'll be learning something. There'll be some science experiments, fishing derby. We're going to host another one. They just finished one Father's Day. There'll be some healthy and physical challenges as well. A lot of activities that are going to be offered for the community. So people can't say that there's nothing to do. We have a lot of stuff. A lot of the activities are going to be starting from in the afternoon, from 1 o'clock to early evening. And one of the reasons, except for some of them that might, because if they're videos, they might be posted early during the morning. But here at KSCS, we are still in emergency services mode. So a lot of our staff have been reassigned to meet the community in emergency services. So that's the other reason why we started our activities in the afternoon, so that staff can be made available. And yeah, so that's what we're offering right now. We're asking staff to register with the individuals with their names on the calendars, and on the side of the calendar as well, don't know if I can show you, we might not be able to see it, but they're posted in the eastern door, and Yori was there. It's going to be on our KCS webpage and also the Facebook page, that we're asking them to, individuals to register, send an email. If you don't have access to an email, I would recommend calling KSCS, the main building, at 450-632-6880, and ask for the specific worker. What they can do is transfer you to them, to their extension, and the worker will also be able to access their voice messaging as well, because the majority of our staff are working from home in the meantime. So those are one of the things, and the reason why we're asking for registration is because we have activities that we're offering these supplies for them, and there's no cost. So it's going to be on a first come, first served basis for the activities.
That there's a really nice mix between just, you know, regular fun stuff, and well, it looks like a lot of this is going to be fun, but there's a nice mix of either traditional types of activities or activities that reflect our heritage and our culture. It's a real nice mix. What are some of the things that are most exciting for you as somebody who's working, an organizer? What are the things that make you say, I actually want to go to this myself?
I guess because once we had it planning and the ideas kept coming, and it was like, gee, I never had the time to do it. And I think if we look at where we are, everybody has time on their hands, so to speak, right now. And you see a lot of things that are happening in the community. I see a lot more people riding their bikes. You ride around and there's so many gardens that are in the community. You know, I myself, I have 3 gardens going right now. You know, cross my fingers that I'm able to keep them going. But there's like so many different knowledge that's happening across the board for the community with the activities that we have, you know. One of them, I think, was, we just had one, which was, I think, the photo scavenger hunt. That was the beginning, and they had 19 participants. And one of the things we had to do was provide 5 things about Kahnawake. And some of the things that I provided, a lot of my staff didn't really know of either. So you're given a little bit of history and you're sharing that with the community. You know, they have to go find different things, you know. So those are very, very interesting, but a lot of them are really, really good, you know.
Now, you mentioned earlier on the various age groups. If you can go through that again, so if somebody's just tuning in now, they're saying, oh, this sounds fun. You know, I have a 6-year-old, I have a 15-year-old. Just go through some of that again. So,
well, normally our age range for our summer programs are from 6 to 12-year-olds, and then we also do 12 to 17 with a teen group. So we're trying to offer for all of them in that range, age range, and along with families. But what we're saying with the activities, along as we want to stress that there's parental supervision that may be required with some of the activities. Like with the cooking, I guess, would be one of them, you know, that, you know, as long as you have your supervision in your home and you're, you know, creating a safe place for everyone to do the activity. So that's what we're arranging it for. We're trying to reach everyone and not include anyone, but if we can. A prime example, let's say if we came up with a bike parade, that's still in the work of details, but we see a lot of people riding their bikes and they have those chariots or in the back or whatever. So if you're doing the bike parade and you have younger children, why not come out and decorate it and just come out for an event to experience just something different in that way.
And there's one more thing I noticed. I think is kind of interesting. You have youth social singing for, I think it's a couple of the Mondays, actually on the 6th, the 20th, and the 27th. Do you have any idea how that's going to happen? Because I know these days they're using a lot of, when they're using Zoom, you have participants who are able to sing all at the same time. Do you know if that's something that's being considered, or am I getting a little too far ahead right now?
I'm not 100% sure how that would work. I would just go based on, it's going to be Zoom. So if people register, what we will do is send them the link. They would go on, and I don't know how interactive it will be. It'll all depend on the presenter. You know, she is young, and she's a very good singer, and I really don't know how that's going to work. That was one of Noreen's that she organized, but I could see that's how it would work. It would be similar like to those virtual round dance, all those ones that are on Facebook already, where you could just watch them, and maybe that would be something if there really is people who want to continue it. That might be something maybe we can do later down the line as well.
Really good ideas here, and hopefully you get a lot of participation. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we leave?
No, it's just that we encourage, the community to participate, and to participate, you need to register. So if there's a way that if you don't have access to a computer, call us here at KSCS, the main building, and we would be happy to answer any questions and assist you in any way. So another thing is just to watch for the upcoming flyers and posters that are happening on our KCS Facebook page, because they're really creative, and when I see them, I want to join in on them. And we will also be on our local radio as the weeks coming up to share past events or upcoming events that are happening, like what worked, what didn't work, but we have some talk shows lined up as well. So we're just asking the community to participate, enjoy the summer, stay safe. And the one thing I always look at when I'm doing things is that, remember, you are creating memories for your family. So I think that's all I have. I think I covered everything, but
Oh, you did a great job. Thank you so much for joining us, and hopefully you're doing very well as we all get through this COVID-19 pandemic.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Take care. Lisa Tuax from Kahnawake House Community Services. She is the team leader for prevention, and we'd like to thank her for joining us today. Again, the number at KSCS, if you'd like more information, call them at 632-6880. One of the things that she mentioned during her presentation was the fact that so many people are doing different things, like planting again and living their lives a little differently. I just wanted to mention, late last week I got a call from an old friend who I hadn't spoken to for a couple of years, actually in Brooklyn right now, and just said, I was talking to some of my friends, and they were just explaining that, wow, maybe it's time for Kahnawake to turn a new page and live our lives a little differently, and really look at where we've gone and maybe where we can come back to, because COVID-19, as difficult as it has been for everyone, there's been some good that has come of this, and families have gotten closer together. We've been more, generous with our time, bringing food to our neighbors and doing things like that. So I just wanted to mention that, my old friend who called just said, maybe you should mention that on the program. I actually forgot about it until Lisa brought that up. So thanks for bringing it up, Lisa. On the program tomorrow, we should have a full update. Tomorrow is a big day. It is July 1st. For many in the city, it's moving day and a holiday. For us, we'll be back here at the usual time. Remember, tomorrow is when some of the new directives take place. So I understand that, of course, we have like the restaurants, Kahnawake restaurants are able to open up if they have if they've gone through the inspection process and they get their okay on that. I imagine most of them have already done that. Churches are reopened, indoor cleaning services are good to go, and zero contact outdoor organized sports are going to be underway as well. But the one that comes to mind right away is the one that people were asking me about, is when are we going to be able to have yard sales? Tomorrow you can have a yard sale, and I understand that there's going to be one tomorrow with a few families out at the end of the 207, turn right. It's where the McCumber family is. Apparently there's going to be a few tables set up there. Remember, do it safely, bring your masks. Hopefully they're going to have some of this stuff there, so everybody does so safely. We remember, we really do want to maintain our safe practices to protect our vulnerable population. And yet, we do have to live, so do it carefully. Stay clean, stay apart, and if you're not feeling well, stay home. That'll do it for us. We thank you very much for joining us. We'd like to thank Lisa Tuax, and we shall see you tomorrow. On behalf of all of us here in Kahnawake, Onigiwahi.